The Galactic Council had faced extinction-level wars before. Ancient empires had risen like supernovas and collapsed just as violently. Entire civilizations had been erased, their histories reduced to fragments buried in cosmic archives. Power in the galaxy was never permanent, only contested. And yet, for all their experience, nothing had prepared them for humanity. The emergency summons reached every corner of known space. No delays, no excuses. Attendance was mandatory. Something had been discovered, something so destabilizing that even the oldest races responded without hesitation. Inside the council chamber, tension was immediate. No greetings, no formalities, only silence and expectation. At the center of the vast hall, a projection activated. A single line appeared first. Human naval capacity, confirmed estimate. Then the number followed. 500,000 plus dead HT-class vessels. The silence broke, not into chaos, but disbelief. That figure is incorrect, one counselor said instantly. It has to be. It is verified, the analyst replied. Multiple independent sources. Cross-checked, reconfirmed. That level of production is impossible. It should be, the analyst said. That wording didn't help. Dreadnoughts were not common warships. They were the ultimate expression of military force, massive, resource-intensive, and devastating beyond comparison. Even the strongest empires struggled to maintain more than a few dozen. 100 was considered overwhelming. 1,000, unthinkable. 500,000, it wasn't just power. It was control. How long have they had this? Another council member asked, voice quieter now. The analyst paused. We don't know. That answer hit harder than the number. You're telling us a fleet of this scale exists, and we never detected it. Yes. How? The projection shifted. Star maps filled the chamber, dense clusters of activity lighting up across human-controlled and unclaimed regions alike. These are distributed construction zones, the analyst explained. Hidden shipyards, autonomous facilities. Some are centuries old. Centuries, someone echoed. They began small, the analyst continued. Too small to attract attention. Independent operations. No centralized signature. And over time, they scaled. Another counselor leaned forward, eyes narrowing. This would require impossible coordination. They removed coordination from the equation, the analyst said. Their systems self-manage. AI-controlled logistics. Automated resource extraction. Recursive manufacturing. A realization spread, slow and heavy. They didn't build a fleet, one voice said quietly. They built a system that builds fleets. And no one had noticed, because no one had been looking for that kind of power. Why hide it? Another demanded. Because visibility invites interference, the analyst replied. That answer felt human, practical, strategic, quietly unsettling. What is their objective? The council pressed. This time, the analyst did not answer immediately. Instead, the projection changed again. Intercepted transmissions appeared, snippets collected over decades. Human communications, filtered and analyzed. Play them. A voice echoed through the chamber. Calm, controlled. We do not seek conflict. We seek certainty. Another transmission followed. History proves unprepared civilizations do not survive. Another. Deterrence ensures survival. Nothing more. The chamber dimmed slightly as the recordings ended. They claim this is defensive, a counselor said. With 500,000 dreadnoughts, another replied. Intent and capability are not the same, the analyst said. But capability changes how intent is interpreted. That was a problem. Even if humanity meant no harm, they no longer needed permission to act. If they deploy this force, A military strategist said carefully, "There is no alliance capable of resisting it." No one argued, because the math was simple and terrifying. "So what are we now?" someone asked. "Obsolete." "No," the analyst said. "Then what?" There was a pause, long enough to matter, dependent on their restraint. That was worse than war. War had rules, opponents, outcomes. Restraint was personal, unpredictable. "And what do we know about their behavior?" the council asked. The analyst brought up one final data set. Historical engagement patterns. They said, humanity does not initiate large-scale conflict. A flicker of relief, brief, fragile, but, the analyst continued, when they respond, they do so decisively. The relief vanished. They do not escalate gradually, the analyst added. They end threats. Silence returned, heavier this time, because now the council understood. Humanity wasn't preparing for war. They were preparing to finish any war that reached them. "They've changed the balance," one elder council member said quietly. "No," another replied. "They've ended it." That distinction lingered, because balance implied negotiation. This was something else entirely. A galaxy where one species had ensured absolutely that it could not be overpowered. "What do we do?" a younger representative asked. For once, there was no immediate answer, no doctrine, no precedent, only reality. Finally, the eldest among them spoke. "We adapt." "How?" "We acknowledge what they've built and why." And then, another pause. Careful, measured. "We ensure we are never seen as a threat worth responding to." The chamber absorbed that. It wasn't surrender, but it wasn't dominance either. It was something unfamiliar. Respect, born from undeniable capability. Far beyond the council's reach, humanity continued its expansion, not outward in conquest, but inward in precision. Factories building factories. Systems improving systems. A network that no longer required attention to function. They weren't watching the galaxy. They didn't need to, because if the galaxy ever turned against them, they were already ready, not to fight, but to ensure the outcome. And for the first time in recorded history, the Galactic Council understood a truth they could not ignore. Power wasn't who had the largest fleet. It was who had prepared so completely that no one else could afford to test them.